morning, it is I, your host, Pogo Kiddo, with yet another episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. Hello, good morning. Hi, yes. Hey, I made it. It was a bit. Ooh, that was pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty. It was a bit crazy. It was a bit crazy. Let me tell you, it was a bit crazy. Because I've been on a mad building binge. I've just been playing Minecraft like nonstop for the past week. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what happened to me. I kind of do know what happened. I overcame a gigantic obstacle that was vexing me. I overcame it, and then when I overcame that obstacle, it was like a whole bunch of stuff opened up in front of me. Once I finally overcame that obstacle. So I don't like, you're all, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Let me show you. Let me show you here. By the way, I'm using Luna texture pack, and it looks really good. I really like this. So here's the map of when I first started, right? It's the gold farm and the iron farm. That was it. It was like the essentials. All right. And then as time went on, I had a dye farm, and I had like a train station and a wood farm, a tree farm, and then a bone meal farm, which is like pretty good, right? And then over there, yeah, that spot right there was it's a cactus farm and a bamboo farm. Okay. But then we continue and go, oh my goodness, what is this? What is this? Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness! What is that? Yes. What can you? Oh my gosh! You can see it from here. Oh my gosh! Defund the police. Okay. I can make that D even bigger, I bet. Yeah, I need to. So that's pretty cool. This is a creeper farm. I need to make that first D bigger. I didn't see it. Yeah, first D needs to be bigger. Okay. So this is a creeper farm. To the sun. Yes. A creeper farm. A creeper farm. I've made a creeper farm. It took a lot of work, but it is done. What on? So this monstrosity is completely enclosed. It's dark in there. There's waffles. It's a stack of waffles in there. A stack of waffles are made, and in that waffle stack spawn creepers. And in between the waffle stacks, each waffle stack, I put cats. And creepers hate cats. So when a creeper sees a cat, it runs away. And I put trapdoors all over the place so that the waffles have holes in them, obviously, with trapdoors. And then the creepers fall in the trapdoors, and then they fall in to a little hole down there that you can't see. But it's going. It's going. And as it goes, it runs a machine to chop up, to chop up all of the creepers in there. You can't see it, but I swear that's what's happening. And then their good stuff is flushed out of here, like their gunpowder and whatnot. And it's flushed all the way over to this elevator, which brings it all the way up, the experience and all the good stuff up to the storage area. And this is the on-off switch that turns it on and off. And this line, this pulsing line, just reads the power level from here. I mean, it's going anyways, right? It's going anyways to do the this thing, but I just take a line off of it to run the light up there. That's like the indicator to let me know that the machine is running, because I can't hear or see anything from up there. But yes, this is my fantastic machine. And it has allowed me to, not yet, but over time, if I just AFK here and I go do my chores, all I do is I sit here and I do my chores. I go vacuum. Oh, did it crash? It just crashed. So the problem with running this texture pack is that it eats up my video card. It's like intense on my video card. To the point where it starts overheating. And I have VSync on. Yeah, okay. I have VSync on, but it's still overheating. You can't handle it. Okay, here, I was gonna turn this off so you could see what it looks like inside. Okay. Yeah, you can't see. There's a cat right there. And there's a cat over there. And there's buttons all over the place to stop spiders from spawning. And on the roof are trap doors to keep zombies and skeletons from spawning. So there's only room for creepers to spawn. And there's one right now. And it sees a cat and it falls through the hole because this is a bunch of waffles. You can see it's just stacks of waffles. It's a big waffle house in a way. It's a big waffle house. And inside the waffle house, the creepers spawn and they get tricked by the trap doors and they fall into the hole where they get chopped up into little pieces. And then I take all their good stuff, it's processed into gunpowder. And I use the gunpowder to make dynamite and rockets to fly. And so that allowed me to do great things. Once I had a steady supply of rockets, I was no longer afraid of the world. I mean, I was no longer afraid of flying around because I had a supply of rockets. I wasn't going to run out of rockets. So yeah, and I like this new world. I like the update, the mountain update, because it lets me know that no matter how big I build, no matter how much of a giant thing I build, I'm not gonna ever be bigger than the mountains. The mountain is always bigger than me. I mean, look how big this thing is. Look at this mountain. I'm not gonna beat the mountains. Before I was a little upset. I was like, man, my creations are bigger than the mountain. No longer. My creations are humbled now, in proper scale. Defund the police. That's right. Black Lives Matter. That's right. So, okay, great. So I managed to create a huge creeper farm, and it got me lots and lots and lots of gunpowder, which allowed me to fly. Now that I was flying, I'm like, well, what else can I do? Well, I needed paper, right? I mean, to make the rockets, you need paper. So I created another very cheap bamboo farm, or sugarcane farm. This is the Navy Nexus model. I already built one over there for bamboo, and it's great. And now I made one over here just for sugarcane, and it's pretty nice. I took a lot of sugarcane out to make paper, but like, and I have like just 2 pieces of bamboo growing in here, and it makes a lot of bamboo. Bamboo grows a lot faster than sugarcane. Okay, so once I did that, I'm like, great, I have other things to do. I'm like, why don't I make an Inquisitor farm? Yes, let's make an Inquisitor farm. So let's go to the Nether. Whoa. Here's the next thing you're gonna notice. This is not the Nether hub that you're accustomed to seeing. This is not the Nether hub you're accustomed to seeing. In fact, it's pretty dark. I do not like the Nether, right? I've never been a fan of the Nether. Because look at this place. It's just freaking dark. It's depressing. Like, even when there's light, the lights are dim. Because that's the nature of the Nether. Even the lights are dim here. But I created a train station. So now you have your two nether hubs, or nether portals. This portal goes to the iron farm, and this portal goes to the rainbow sheep farm. So I got two farms. They're connected. These guys are connected. And then through the nether, I have my Inquisitor farm. Inquisitor. Let's go look at the. Well, first of all, let's look at the station before I go on the station. Let's look at the station. This station is a design. It's an old design. This is a design from FedEx from 2015. You should check this out. This station design is dead simple to build. It's easy to build. You don't need any crazy redstone components, dude. All you need are hoppers, one hopper. You need repeaters and comparators and redstone, and that's it. Redstone torches and lines, and that's it. You can make this whole thing. If you want the lamps, you need redstone lamps. But like to make the station, it's really simple. This was like the second station I ever made in Minecraft. Well, okay, the third station I ever made in Minecraft. The first station I made was a K1 from K1 Gaming by Ken, and it was a Java only station, and so it didn't work and I was really bummed out. So then I made a second station by K1, an older station, but it required two hoppers for every one of these things. And for me back in the day, it was really hard to get iron, so it was really expensive farm. Then I found this K1 or this FedEx gaming farm or gaming station, and this is a really good station. It's very simple to build, and it's cheap. It's cheap because it just uses basic redstone. It doesn't use the expensive redstone. It just uses very cheap redstone. And I can go through and make another copy of this if you want me to, because it's really easy to make. But I decided to make this one instead of my okay, so the reason why I was gonna make this one is because the difference between this one and the advanced one I have in the overworld is that the advanced one in the overworld has no space. You see all the space I have in between each station, which is nice. Like, it creates extra space. It doubles the space of the control panel, but it also leaves lots of room for you to walk in between and to make modifications. So if I wanted to expand this station and I wanted to bend it, like that's what I planned on doing. I planned on making this like cut in half and making it like an L shape, because I can do it. It's easy because there's so much space in between. I just move the reset button, move to the center, and I bend that. I fold it in half basically. It would have been great. The problem is I would have cut off both of these nether stations or nether portals, and I didn't want to. So I had plenty of room. I just made a full size station. Anyways, that's what I did. That's one of the things I did. Then I made this Inquisitor farm, but it's a bit ways of away. So in the meantime, I'm gonna read a card. This one is from AC O'Neill. Oh wait, I read this one last night. What's the next one? The next one. This one is from Mr. Tony Meyer. Mr. Tony Meyer. This pandemic changed everything. Even dirty talk isn't dirty anymore. Seductive whisper. Damn, girl. Scrub those knuckles. Ladies, how long does it take a man to last in your sink? You know, because you gotta wash your hands because of COVID. Yeah. Dirty talk. Get it? Dirty talk? Ha ha ha. You want to hear a dirty joke? A white horse fell in the mud. Ah ha ha ha! How dirty! How dirty! Okay, let me read another one. All right, this one is from Jenna Elil. Jenna Elil. Okay. I don't party. I've never even seen cocaine. I did have horseradish at a setter once. What's a setter? All right, yeah, no, I'm not a straight edge, sorry. Like, I don't party anymore, but I used to, but not anymore. All right. Yes, the Inquisitor farm. That's the point. The Inquisitor farm! Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Ah bon. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? La 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 la. La la la. The Inquisitor farm. This is a beautiful. This is the thing that I love. This is my favorite farm right now. The Inquisitor farm. So. Let me show you the Inquisitor farm. My goodness. So here, first of all, let it be known, I'm really high up above a swamp. That's where I am. I'm up above a swamp. What, like 25 meters up? Well, like 30 meters above a swamp. Okay, let me sleep real quick. Okay, and then, other thing is, here, let's look down here. So in here spawns Inquisitors. Inquisitors spawn in there. It's a black box. That's so tinted glass, so no light can enter in. Yeah, I do not want light to enter in because then nothing could spawn. I need it dark so that the Inquisitors can spawn. The Inquisitors will spawn on that block, and then right on the edge, right in the corner. And because there's a glass block there, that glass block pushes them off and into this fallen area. That's water down there, and that's a trident with impaling 5. So they get wet, and then the impaling trident hits them because those pistons push around the impaling trident. And then they die, and everything they hold falls into the water stream, and it gets flushed out. Ooh. And it gets flushed out. Take this off. Into this water stream, where it goes to this water elevator and goes all the way up to be processed. Okay, there are 2 redstone lines. This green line, the one made of green slime, that one goes down and it goes to the on-off switch, which is right there. That's the on-off switch. This other line takes a reading off of this block and sends a redstone signal to this torch, which inverts the signal and sends a redstone signal all the way back up. Yeah, you see how the grass in the shallow water turns into cattails? Ooh, I love this texture pack. I mean, the shader pack. It looks so good. It makes things look so good. And then the birch trees are pink, so they stand out. It looks so good. Like over there, you see that birch forest over there? The trees are pink. It looks so good. Okay, so here's how this machine works. This is a great machine. I love this. This is my favorite machine. All right, I turn it on, right? That sends a signal down to turn it on. That pulses the trident killer, which sends a signal back out. This is the heartbeat of the machine. The machine is eating. Inquisitors are being spawned down there. And as they are spawned, they're killed instantly. And then they drop their items. Their items are sent up this elevator and fed into the beast, where the beast consumes it. And then it travels along the digestive tract of the beast. And if it's anything the beast wants to use, it will keep it, like redstone, glowstone, gunpowder, sticks, or bottles. I'll keep that stuff. But anything else gets pooped out and dropped into the cactus where it's deleted. Because the Inquisitors drop a lot of stuff I don't want, like potions and sugar and spider eyeballs. I don't want that stuff. I just want the redstone, the glowstone, the gunpowder, the sticks, and the bottles. But what's so neat about it is I can watch as the machine processes all the items. Oh, that's going all the way into the end. Oh, ha, 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 ha. And if it's good, it gets kept. It doesn't get dropped off. And this machine works fantastically. Like, I mean, I'm full of stuff. And it's always going. When I first made this machine, I had built the roof up there at level 105. And which is like, and it wasn't working. And I was, why isn't it working? Why isn't this working? I would look down and I would see the witches spawning. But what happened is they would spawn, but then when they would fall off the brick into the trident killer, that was too far. They would despawn when they fell into the trident killer. So I had to drop the level 10 meters, 10 blocks, in order to be close enough where the witches wouldn't despawn when they fell into the trident killer. And now I can run around all I want in this base, and the witches always, or not the witches, the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors always spawn. They always spawn, no matter where I am in this base. So it's nice. I can run around and be silly and whatever. And I'm always, my beast is always being fed. I love this thing. It's always eating. It's always eating. And then, like, if I want my experience, I just stand here. I can grab experience points, which is invisible. You can't see it, but like, because of a bug. But yeah. And I know the beast is going because the heartbeat is there. And then, yeah, it's always being fed. Ha 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 ha. I love it. I love it. I love this machine. Okay. So, but the thing was, right? Why did I stop? Why did I stop everything I was doing to make this machine? Because I was out of redstone. I had no redstone anymore. It's really, really difficult to get redstone anymore in Minecraft. It used to be really easy to get redstone. Just go to Y level 8 and dig, and you would find it all over the place. But now you can't. You have to go to Y level like minus like 60, and you have to dig through deep slate, which is a lot harder than stone. And like, it's just, I don't know, it's just dark and there's nothing good down there, and it's just no point in going down deep. So, and redstone just seems to be a lot more rare. So I was desperate for redstone, and I needed to make that farm to get the redstone. But in the process of making that farm, I had to send the signal downward. Normally, to send a signal downward, I would use a series of redstone pistons and redstone blocks. But that's really, really expensive with redstone, and I was poor with redstone. So I had to figure out a different way. And the way I figured out was with slime blocks. I have tons of slime blocks. I just had to go get them. I knew where they spawned. I just had to go get them. And where they spawn is in my basement, in my mine, at my home. I uncovered a slime block there, and a slime chunk, and I was always getting harassed by slimes. It was annoying. So, like, you know, I went down there to go harvest some slimes, to get some slime blocks, to make up for my redstone deficit, so I could send a signal down and finish that farm, so I'd be rich in redstone again. I go down to my basement, and as I'm starting my project to like collect slimes, my mom calls me on the phone. So I just drop what I'm doing. I just drop it, and I go talk to my mom. I talk to my mom for like 15 minutes, half hour, whatever. And then I'm like, damn, I'm really hungry. I should go make dinner. So then I got up and I started making dinner. And I tried to make chow mein myself, and I failed miserably. I failed real bad. And I come back from making chow mein from my failed chow mein dinner attempt, and I see that I'm dead. I'm dead. All my good stuff on me, all my equipment was gone. Any redstone I had on me was gone. I had nothing left. What killed me? Slimes. Slimes killed me. I got overwhelmed by slimes when I AFK'd, which is easy to do because they spawn non-stop. When I stand here, like in my spot, like my normal spot, they always spawned. And then if I wasn't here, they just killed me because I never fought back. So I had to make a bunch of sentries. Well, I had to fill in this floor to complete the slime block, and then I had to make a bunch of sentries. So that's what these guys are. These guys stand there looking pretty, and they have a fence around them so slimes cannot get to them. and below them is a cactus, which is painful if you touch it. Ouch, 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 ouch. So slimes will spawn, and they will see the golem, and they say, "Hey golem, I hate you. I want to kill you. I want to do you harm." And then the slime, because they're dumb, they go to do harm to the golem. Generally, once they see him, they have to see him. Now he sees him. He's going now. He's going. He wants to do harm to the golem, but he can't reach him, and he's dumb. So he just bashes himself against the cactus. And then when they die, they drop slime balls. And then I collect the slime balls, and then I have slime blocks to do my thing. And now I won't die again to slimes in my own basement, because that was really, really embarrassing. And it took a long time for me to recover. I need to make a better recovery system, because my system isn't very good for recovery. I need a lot. It needs to be a lot better than the one I have right now. It takes me a long time to recover from death, from losing my stuff. So anyways, I got a bunch of slimes. I returned. I finished the farm, and then I'm like, you know what I need is a beacon. So I went to the Nether, and I went to the Nether. I went to the Nether fortress. Right? Because to get a beacon, you need to have to get a beacon, you need to have 3 wither skulls. Wither skulls spawn in Nether fortresses. So I was going to go to this Nether fortress to absolutely conquer the fortress, take it over, make it mine, slab up everything, and then determine where I can make a wither skeleton farm to farm wither skulls. Because Silent Whisperer in April detailed a new method, very, very cheap method, very cheap and easy method, by which you can kill withers without dying, without harm to you or the environment. It was fantastic. I could farm beacons. I could, without destroying my equipment, without destroying the end, without destroying anything really, and it would just be nice. It would be fantastic. So, yeah. Oh, this is a long trip, dude. Here, get a card. This is Duante Barnett. I am a jock nerd, which means in high school I was football captain and peer mediator. So after I bullied you for your lunch money, we'd have to have a talk about why you didn't bring me enough. That's okay. This is Jamal Harrington. My sister has a tattoo above her ass of eyes looking back at you. I hate that I know that, because the new girl I'm seeing has the same exact tattoo. Do you see my dilemma? Yeah, dude, it seems like you're screwing your sister. Whoa! Yeah, I came to the Nether, right? I came here thinking, oh yeah, sure, I'm just gonna go like take this place over. No, dude, no. Oh shit! Like I can't see shit. And look how huge it is. So no, I decided not to. But you know, I went to another place to kill withers, and it didn't matter. Oh, I'm gonna die. You're on the other side. Ha 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 ha! You can't kill me. I'm gonna get these withers guys to come chase me. Oh shit! How'd you get in there? see shit. That's why I used a different texture pack when I came here. Because I can't see anything. Ooh, there's a wither skull. I got a wither skull. Alright, I'm getting out of here because I can't see anything. Get you, dude. I'm out of here. This is like, I would never, like, I can't spawn proof this place. Forget that. That's why I abandoned that one. Because it was too difficult to spawn proof. So I went and made another one, and that was too far away. But, alright, here's another one. Benjamin Tier. Benjamin Tier. There are 4 things you must say if you're being arrested. Number 1, I will not speak without an attorney present. Number 2, I do not consent to a search. Number 3, I am not resisting. Number 4, I am about to come. Ah! Whoa! Ah! That might get you arrested harder, dude. I don't know. They might beat you up for that. Like, if they weren't beating you before, they would start. Like, that's, yeah, no. Defund the police. Don't even mess with them. Also, don't talk to the police, because nothing you could ever say to the police will help you. Nothing. It will never ever help you to talk to the police. They're only looking for a scapegoat. And if you talk to them, you offer yourself up as a scapegoat that they can pin it on. They're not so concerned about justice as they are about their own asses. Yeah, so, here, I've been going for like a half hour, right? Just on Minecraft stuff. You don't even know, dude, because I've been going for like a week straight playing this Minecraft non-stop. Do you think this rail lays itself? Like, I'm the one who puts all this stuff down. Like, there's nothing in this game unless you make it. Like, all this stuff is me. Look at this great thing. I had to put this all here. Alright, so I did all that, right? To get a beacon. But, oh yeah, that's the other part I was going to show you. So, to get a beacon, I was going to, I was going to use Silent Whisper's new method to kill withers with great ease. That way I can get lots of beacons, and I can put beacons everywhere, because I hate the way that the beacon range is so short. The beacons, it's too short, the range. So I go to the end. Thinking, like, you know, I'm just gonna go to the end and like and the way Silent Whisper said was, all you do is you dig a little place underneath the end portal, and then you build a little obsidian structure there, and then you can put the wither in, and then the wither suffocates, and it's real easy. No problem. The wither will never escape. It's no danger. It's super safe, totally protected. No worries, guy. Don't worry. Don't worry. So me, I don't even read the comments. I just go straight in. I'm just gonna put that wither in, and it's gonna be no problem. No. There's a big problem. There's a big problem. Oh, dudes. Are you trying to kill me? Seriously? Yep. Well, shit. I'm super far away. Where did they come from? Like, why were they mad at me all of a sudden? Oh no! No, tell me this. I have no minecart. Come on. At least I have iron here. No iron. I didn't leave any iron here. Oh wait, I have my chest. Block of iron. Ha 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 ha. Ha! Oh wait, I can't pick this up. I need a stick. Okay, pickaxe. Pick this up and put it away. Well, that was. I just wanted to show off the end. I didn't want to like actually kill anything, fight anything. Jeez Louise. Well. J.T. Davis. For some reason, it's been hard coming up with a memorization trick, or mnemonic, or Johnny Mnemonic. Okay, for some reason, it's been hard coming up with a memorization trick or mnemonic to help me remember how to spell the word mnemonic. Maybe not enough memory, or knowledge in consonants. No. So you have to be able to like read what he's saying to get the joke, but like, because he's using hooked on phonics, but like it's not gonna work when I'm saying it. Okay, here's the next one. This is Brent Laurie. They say you are what you eat, and I am one cold McNugget. Damn, that's cold, McNugget. Okay, Matt Gwynn. Antidepressants say no alcohol on the bottle. I failed to see how that's antidepressing. Get it? Because no alcohol means you're depressed? Yeah. No, dude. Alcohol sucks. I don't know. It's okay. To each their own, I guess. The end. Riding through the nether. Vanessa Hope. Does Nick Cage stalk you? Because you are a national treasure. Oh, dude. That's bad. Okay, wait a minute. I mean, I am a national treasure. And maybe Nick Cage is stalking me. But that's the whole point. You're not supposed to know you're being stalked. Alright, let's try this again. Let me go get my stuff. Some Enderman with a grudge killed me. I don't even know where they came from. He's like, I remember you from last time. I don't even know who you are, man. You killed me. I don't even know you. Okay, then. Alrighty, then. Just gonna look in the corner here. Rearrange all my stuff, you asshole. Oh my gosh, gotta redo all this. I don't know here. Where's everything at? Am I missing anything? Can't tell. I can't tell. Listen to me whine. Ah! Okay. That's all important. That's important. I need one arrow, or I can't shoot there. Yeah. My iron, my food, my rockets. Cole, what are you doing, Cole? It looks like I got everything I need. Ditch the rest of the stuff. Don't need you. Fall in the hole. I never realized how useful holes are. Jeez. Okay, yeah. So I came here to kill the wither, thinking it would be easy, thinking no problem. I did my pumpkin so I would know that this way is west. I built my thing. I did it all the way that Silent Whisper instructed me to do. Making sure that I had all the warning not to leave the area or not to log out. So I ran behind here in hopes it would protect me. And the wither escaped and started aggroing on all the endermen. And then the wither like just went nuts. And like I didn't want to go to peaceful mode because I didn't want to have to go get a bunch of lol. I didn't want to have to go get a bunch of what wither skulls again. So I fought the wither on hard mode in this place, and it sucked. I died so many times, and I think I lost like my helmet and my elytra wings again. But eventually I killed him, and it was good. But I wrecked my end dimension doing it. I was afraid he was gonna dig a hole straight down. And now, whenever I kill the dragon again, it's gonna be hard because there's this giant like hole. I mean, it's just all wrecked. Anyways, and now I'm fuck. I forgot to. Anyways. Yeah, you see how these trees are a different color? Although I don't like how the clouds wig out. Kind of takes away the immersion. Mangrove swamp here. Mangrove. Ha ha ha. I love this thing. It's my favorite farm. My favorite farm. I just gotta kick back and watch it eat stuff. All right, let me get coffee and then talk about what's going on. Ooh. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like happy Sunday, right? Happy Sunday. What a nice day too. Like it's all cloudy and not hot. I don't know. I've got a lot of anxiety now when it comes to summer heat. I remember a story from last year about a homeless man in Reno. A homeless man. He was homeless, but he was working full time, and he was taking care of his elderly mother. And he was homeless. They were homeless. They lived in a car. Um, all their everything. They lived in a car. Their shelter, everything. And they're homeless. They can't go anywhere, right? You can't leave the city because you're in a car and you need the gas and you need the services of the city. but you can't stay in the city because you can't afford a place to live. And if you stay on the street, they'll get you. They'll sweep you up and they'll get you. And it's dangerous. So you stay in your car, but you can't park your car anywhere, right? Normally people would park their car at the houses or in the garage. Well, you can't. You have to park it, you can't park in the parking lot because they'll come and get you. You can't park it in the street. They'll come put a sticker on you and tow your car, and then you're homeless and and no car and no place to keep anything. Then you're really screwed. Dude works, right? Full-time work. So what's dude? And then so it's summertime, and he's got to park it, and he's taking care of his mom who isn't working. So dude has to go park his car somewhere while he goes to work and leave his mom there while he's going to work. Well, this time dude cannot find a place in the shade because it's the desert. It's Reno. It's the desert. There's no fucking trees. There's no shade. So he goes to work and he has to park out in the sun because there's no other place to park his car, and he has to go to work. So he parks his car out in the sun and leaves his mom in the car and leaves the window open. That's not gonna matter. And then he comes back on his break to make sure that his mom is okay. And he comes back at 9:45, and his mom is drenched in sweat, but she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm okay," right? And he comes back at lunch, and she's dead. The temperature of the car was like 120 or something. She was 105, and her and I think her dog. I don't think the dog survived either. I don't. Or maybe the dog survived. That was it. They had a little Chihuahua, but yeah, his elderly mom died in the car while he was at work because he was homeless and couldn't park his car in the shade anywhere. The summer heat can kill you just as much as the winter cold, just as much. It's just as bad, and we're gonna find out, I think, with climate change. But yeah, the summer heat causes me anxiety because I know it's gonna get worse and worse and worse, and there's nothing we can do about it except move. But what else is going on? Today is the anniversary. Do you know what happened 1 year ago today? 1 year ago, not 1 year, 4 years, or 6 years ago today. But many, this is the anniversary of the time when Donald Trump stood up in front of the whole world and sided with Vladimir Putin over the United States. Do you remember when that happened? Here, let's go back to that time.
For each president, President Trump,
yes.
For each president, President Trump,
yes.
You first. Just now, President Putin denied having anything to do with the election interference in 2016. Every U.S. intelligence agency has concluded that Russia did. My first question for you, sir, is who do you believe? My second question is, would you now, with the whole world watching, tell President Putin, would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again?
Okay, so there's two questions there. All right, there are two questions there. What was the first question? I wanna listen.
Did. My first question for you, sir, is who do you believe?
Who do you believe? The FBI says Russia attacked the United States and fucked with the election. Putin says, nah, dude, the FBI is wrong. FBI doesn't know what they're talking about. So the first question to Donald Trump is, do you believe the Federal Bureau of Investigation of the United States, or do you believe the foreign president Vladimir Putin? Who do you believe? That's the first question. The second question is, will you denounce Putin for his bullshit? That's the two questions.
My second question is, would you now, with the whole world watching, tell President Putin, would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again?
So do you believe the FBI, or do you believe Putin? So he's assuming that the head of the of the United States, the president of the United States, the head of the FBI. I mean, he basically chooses the boss of the FBI. He runs the FBI. I mean, he chooses the boss who runs the FBI, Donald Trump. So he asked Donald Trump, do you believe your own people, or do you believe Vladimir Putin? And then he assumes that Donald Trump believes his own people, because he then says, would you warn Vladimir Putin to never interfere in our election again? Right now. Would you do it right now? Because he assumes that Donald Trump is going to side with his own people. He's like, Donald Trump, I run the FBI. I picked the boss. I can see everything with the FBI. I believe my own people. You would think, right? You would think. Okay, so what does Donald Trump actually say?
So let me just say that we have...
So number one, do you believe the FBI? Who do you believe? Who do you believe, Donald Trump? Do you believe your own people, the FBI, or do you believe Vladimir Putin? Who do you believe?
Two thoughts. You have groups that are wondering why the FBI never took the server.
So he's saying why the FBI never... Well, you're the boss of the FBI. You would know. You would know. So you don't believe the FBI? So he's saying he doesn't believe the FBI. He's saying, oh, I don't believe the FBI. I'm the boss of the FBI, and I don't believe the FBI. That's what he's saying right now.
Why haven't they taken the server?
So the boss of the FBI is saying the FBI isn't any good. That's what's happening right now.
Why was the FBI told to leave the office of the...
So now he's just second guessing the FBI. He's like, what the fuck's up with this FBI group? I'm the boss of this FBI, and they're a bunch of shit. That's what he's saying. That's what Donald Trump is saying.
Democratic National Committee. I've been wondering that.
He's the boss of the FBI. He chooses the boss. He controls the FBI. And he's like, I wonder why the FBI is not going after the red herring. I don't know why the FBI isn't going after my red herring. Why isn't the FBI going? He's the boss. And he's questioning why the FBI isn't going after red herrings. So he was asked, do you believe the FBI or do you believe Putin? And so far, what Donald Trump has said is, well, the FBI is pretty shitty.
Asking that for months and months, and I've been tweeting it out and calling it out on social media.
Yeah, over and over, he's been saying the FBI is shitty. Donald Trump, the head of the FBI, the guy who chooses the boss of the FBI, has been saying for months and months, tweeted it out, that the FBI is shitty. So the question is, do you believe the FBI or do you believe Vladimir Putin? So far, he's been talking shit about the FBI. He's talked absolute shit about the FBI. I want to hear the shit he says about Putin. Man, if he says that about his own people, what does he say about the enemy of the United States? Right? If Donald Trump will talk absolute shit about his own agency, oh boy, what will he say about his enemy, the enemy of the United States? If he is that mean to his own people, what kind of harsh words does he have for the enemy of his people? Let's find out.
Where is the server? I want to know, where is the server?
So he's like, where is the red herring? He's like, he wants to know why the FBI isn't going after the red herring. Why isn't the FBI going after the red herring? Because it's a red herring. That's why.
And what is the server saying?
What is this? Nothing, because you made it up, you dumbass.
With that being said,
after you talk shit about the FBI, after Donald Trump spent this whole time, who do you believe, Donald Trump? Do you believe the FBI or do you believe Vladimir Putin? And then Donald Trump says, well, first, let me say the FBI is shit, absolute shit. Oh, Donald Trump, okay. That being said, after Donald Trump said the FBI is shit, now what?
All I can do is ask the question. My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me.
Dan Coates, his people, the head of the FBI, who he chose.
And some others, they said they think it's Russia.
So the FBI says it's Russia. I just said the FBI is full of shit. The FBI came to Donald Trump. FBI said, hey, we think it's Russia. Russia fucked with the election in 2016.
I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia.
So the leader of the USA, who chooses the head of the FBI, his own people come to him and say, hey, Mr. Leader, our enemy Vladimir Putin, our enemy, attacked us. And we have all this evidence that says he attacked us. And Donald Trump goes, oh, you guys are a bunch of shit. You guys are shit. And then Vladimir Putin says, no, I didn't do it. I don't have any evidence, but I didn't do it. And who does Donald Trump side with? Who does Donald Trump side with?
I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be, but
He sides with Putin. He sides with Putin. Why? I don't see why it would be Putin. He just said Putin with no evidence says it's not me. The FBI with tons and tons and tons of evidence. His own people say, yeah, they totally fucked with us. And Donald Trump sides with Putin. He sides with Putin. Donald Trump sided with Putin right there in front of the whole world for everyone to see. Donald Trump sided with Putin. Do you see what's happening? Donald Trump is a traitor. Donald Trump is a traitor. Traitor, Donald Trump. Execute Donald Trump, USA. You must put Donald Trump on trial, and if he's found guilty for treason, USA must execute Donald Trump. USA must execute Donald Trump. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit.
really do want to see the server.
See? So now he's going back to the red herring. He said after he's all, oh yeah, this FBI is full of shit. They never went after my red herring. My red herring. I'm going to say I believe Vladimir Putin. And then what does he do? He goes back to the red herring. Go after that red herring. I side with Vladimir Putin. Fuck off, FBI. Well, shit. Well, shit. I see at this point, I don't see how any American could ever trust Donald Trump ever again. And any American who does trust Donald Trump, I distrust. I distrust any American who follows Donald Trump because obviously Donald Trump is with Vladimir Putin. Why would I listen to anyone who follows Vladimir Putin? Since 2018, motherfucker. 2018. Since 2018. This guy, dude.
But I have confidence in both parties. I really believe that.
So he talked mad shit about the FBI. What shit is he going to talk about Putin? What shit is he going to talk about?
This will probably go on for a while, but I don't think it can go on without finding out what happened to the server.
Oh, there's that red herring again. Stop looking over here. Look over there. He's full of shit. He's full of shit. Literally full of shit. Literally full of shit.
What happened to the servers of the Pakistani gentleman?
He's just making shit up. He doesn't even know what he's saying. He's just making words up and hoping to scare people, which it worked. His people that follow him got scared.
That worked on the DNC. Where are those servers?
So
they're
he
missing.
talked mad shit
Where
about
are
the
they?
FBI.
What happened to Hillary Clinton's emails? 33,000 emails
Buttery
gone.
emails.
Just gone.
That's so funny.
I think in Russia they wouldn't be gone so easily.
He didn't talk shit about Russia. He just praised Russia. Did you hear that? Did you hear? He didn't talk any shit about Russia. He didn't talk any shit about Russia. He praised Russia. Say it again. Say it again.
And emails gone, just gone. I think in Russia they wouldn't be gone so easily. I think it's a disgrace that we can't get Hillary Clinton's 30.
Wow, dude. So he dissed on the FBI and he praises Russia. How could anyone follow Donald Trump after this? And if you do, I'm your enemy. We're enemies, right? Because you're with Donald Trump and I'm against him. Donald Trump is my enemy. I'm his enemy, right? If you're with Donald Trump, you're my enemy. That's just the way it works.
33,000 emails. So I have great confidence in my intelligence people.
No, you don't, motherfucker. You just told them they're a bunch of shit. So that's why you know Donald Trump is nothing, because everything he says is a lie. Like, he just sat there and said, oh yeah, FBI is a bunch of shit. And then he says, I have great confidence in my intelligence people. No, you don't. No, you don't. You just said they're a bunch of shit. Oh my God.
But I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today. And what?
So yeah, he sides with Vladimir Putin with no evidence. Just an extremely strong denial was enough for Donald Trump. So either Donald Trump is incredibly stupid, which, you know, maybe. More likely, Donald Trump is a traitor. Donald Trump has betrayed the United States and is on Team Russia and working with Russia, with Vladimir Putin, to overthrow democracy in the United States. That's way more likely. Way more likely.
What he did is an incredible offer.
So he's like, oh, look how awesome. After shitting all over the FBI, now he's singing praises to Putin. He's saying how great is Russia? How great is Putin? He shat all over the FBI. He shat all over his own people. And he's saying how great is Putin. How could any American follow Donald Trump after 2018? I don't understand how. Those Americans must be traitors too.
He offered to have the people working on the case come and work with their investigators with respect to the 12 people. I think that's an
Donald Trump just offered to deliver the FBI to Russia. He just offered to give the FBI to Russia. Did you hear that? My God. It's like, yeah, this team that's investigating you, why do I sacrifice them to you? How about I do that? Wow, guy. Wow. You can tell Donald Trump is the enemy of the United States. He's totally with Vladimir Putin. He's totally with Vladimir Putin. It's super clear.
incredible offer.
From
Okay?
2018.
For each
From 2018. This has been a deal since 2018. Everyone's known that Donald Trump as a traitor since 2018. He stood up on a stage and declared it in front of the whole world that he is on Team Putin and against Team America since 2018. There's been no mystery about it. There was never any question about it, never any ambiguity. It was clear as day. It was clear as day ever since 2018. Remember the spy that they sent over? Here, so wait, hold on. So let's look at this, right? All right. Mike Flynn, who was paid by an organ of the Russian state media to travel to Moscow to attend a dinner where he was seated next to Putin. Flynn later pled guilty to lying to the FBI about conversations he had with the Russian ambassador about election interference. So Michael Flynn is a retired general, but he's a traitor. He betrayed the United States and he's on Team Russia. He wants to overthrow the United States. And he got caught. He got caught and he pled guilty. Patrick Byron, one of several men once in an intimate relationship with convicted Russian agent Maria Butina. Maria Butina is a Russian honeypot. She came over to the United States and used her sex to seduce all these GOP operatives to get her to burrow herself into the American conservative political landscape. And she gave money, Russian mob money, to all these conservatives in order to get them elected against Democratic candidates, who are elected by the Americans. So the Russians wanted these Republicans to have office. So the Russians got Republicans to go in office. So the Russians were in office and not the Americans. That's the key. So Maria Butina wanted Russia to be represented in American politics. So she used Russian money to get Russian candidates to take American offices away from Americans, to make sure that the American government was serving Russian interests. Who is Maria Butina? We know Maria Butina. I did a whole show on her. Remember when she seduced this guy, Eric Erickson? Yeah, dude. She seduced him and got him to give up all his GOP contacts to her. That's how she got deep in the GOP. And yeah, dude, she gave Russian money to all the GOP. All the GOP all the GOP are corrupted by Russia. They were all corrupted by Russia, but they all took Russian money. This woman seduced a whole bunch of people. So Patrick Byron, Eric Erickson, I don't even know who else. A whole bunch of people. Here, yeah. So he was the CEO of Overstock, and he helped out the Russian agent to infiltrate the Republicans in America. Yep, he funneled cash to his ex-lover Maria Butina, the glamorous spy expected to be elected to Russia's parliament. So she got caught by the FBI, but then Donald Trump treated her back to Russia in exchange for some American. I forget who it was, but it was a better deal for Russia. They got back their spy. It was hilarious. Okay, so besides that one, then you had Rudy Giuliani, who repeatedly met with and took info from sanctioned Russian agents like Andrei Derkach, despite United States intelligence community warnings to the White House in 2019 that Trump's personal lawyer was the target of an influence operation by Russian intelligence. So Russians were all into Rudy Giuliani too. So in this tiny meeting in the Oval Office, where options to upend U.S. democracy were advanced to the President of the United States, there were not one, not two, but 3 people directly linked to sanctioned and convicted agents of the Russian government. So Donald Trump was in an office with 3 people connected to Russians and no other Americans. And they tried to overthrow, they were telling Donald Trump to overthrow the American democracy. I don't know how much clearer it has to be. Donald Trump is clearly a traitor. Those who support Donald Trump are clearly traitors. It's clear. It's clear. It's been clear since 2018. It's not like this is brand new. We've known. Well, I doubt. So here's who is Peter Strzok. Peter Strzok is one of 2 FBI agents that Donald Trump went after to try to destroy his career because he was critical of Donald Trump. He didn't like Donald Trump. That's the only reason why. The only reason why Donald Trump wanted to get rid of Peter Strzok was because Peter Strzok was critical of Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Donald Trump was a traitor. He's a piece of shit. So here's Donald Trump bringing in Russian ambassadors into the Oval Office with no other Americans. The only reason why we have this picture is because a Russian photographer took it and then gave it to us. Because Donald Trump kicked out all the Americans and only let the Russians into the Oval Office. Because he was, and at this meeting, this is when Donald Trump told the Russians, oh, don't worry about it. I fired Jim Comey, so the Russia investigation is over. Don't worry about it. Donald Trump is a traitor. So here, let's go over our definitions, right? Treason is the crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill the sovereign or overthrow the government. So that's exactly what Donald Trump tried to do. He waged war against the United States and attempted to kill Nancy Pelosi and Mike Pence in order to stop the transfer of power, because he didn't want to listen to the election. So the Republican Party is essentially against democracy. They declared in 2021 they no longer abide by democracy. So that's where we're at right now. One party in the United States has expressly said they do not follow democracy anymore, and they will overthrow democracy if they lose the election. Another definition to know is sedition, which is conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority or a state or monarch. So that's Donald Trump at the ellipse telling people to march on the Capitol and overthrow the election. Donald Trump was inciting sedition. When people say they want to overthrow the government, that's sedition. A coup, that's a French word. You don't say the P, right? It looks like coup. Sounds like coup, but it's a French word. And the French and it has rules, but in this word, you don't say the last consonant. So you say coup. You pronounce it coup. Pronounce it coup. A coup it means cut. You cut, to cut. What they mean is cut the state, to cut it. So a sudden, violent, and illegal seizure of power from a government. So Donald Trump engaged in a coup, committed treason and encouraged sedition. Terrorism is the unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims. So Donald Trump engaged in terrorism when he sent the violent mob to the Capitol in order to kill Mike Pence and Nancy Pelosi. That was violence in the service of a political aim. That's terrorism. So Donald Trump, a traitor, engaged in sedition and ordered his people to engage in terrorism in an attempt to stage a coup. This is all because he's a fascist. It's all fascism, which is a system of government led by a dictator who typically rules by forceful and often violently suppressing opposition and criticism, controlling all industry and commerce, and promoting nationalism and often racism. That is Donald Trump's entire movement. Donald Trump is a fascist. He's a Nazi who wants to overthrow democracy and replace it with white supremacy rule of power. And they want to replace it with white supremacy, with the white supremacist idol. They have an idol, the white supremacist idol that they want everyone to worship. So they raise up this idol that they want people to worship. And if you don't worship it, they kill you. That's pretty much what it is. So they're bad people. Yeah, Donald Trump is a bad person. This is no joke, guys. They're like, so they're already attacking women. They're already going after women. Here's a map of how far you have to drive in order to get an abortion. This is in terms of miles. So if you live in the south of Texas, if you wanted to get an abortion, you can't get an abortion in Texas. You can't get an abortion over here. You have to go all the way to New Mexico to get an abortion, all the way over there, or go across the border. So these super dark areas, these are like dark spots where the Confederacy rules and where fascism has total control over women, and women are not free. They have no freedom. And they're deep, deep in enemy territory where the fascists have control over everything. It's minority rule. It's not that there's more white supremacists in Texas. It's that the white supremacists have engineered the system to suppress the voting of people who would vote against them. So the fascists, the white supremacists, stopped people from voting. They stopped democracy from happening in Texas. That's why Texas is so bad right now, because the white supremacists have so much power and they've overthrown democracy. I mean, it's still kind of there, but like it's very, very, very suppressed. The white supremacists worked very hard to stop democracy. In fact, an official remarked that they would have lost the governorship in Texas if not for the concerted efforts of the fascists to stop mail-in voting. Mail-in voting is one way of voting, and the more people, and the easier it is for people to vote, the more people vote, and the more democracy you have. And as a fascist, you don't want democracy. So the fascists were remarking how they successfully stopped people from mail-in voting in Texas, and that allowed the fascists to take power. The fascists successfully suppressed voting in Texas to take power, to make sure that the majority did not have their voices made heard. They successfully stopped the majority from taking power in Texas. So Texas is a state that's under Confederate control. Confederates like Asa, what's his name, Hutchinson or whatever his name is they're Nazis. And their intent is to stop their intent is to overthrow democracy and install white supremacy. So they're enemies of the people. And that's why our job is to resist in any way you can. And I know there's a whole bunch of people who are pretty pissed off and don't want to hear, oh, go vote. Well, we got 2 senators who are pretty shitty right now, and that's why nothing can get done. If we can make those 2 senators irrelevant, it would be hilarious. I would make so many memes poking fun of those 2 senators and their irrelevance. If we can just get 2 more. Because yeah, those guys are awful. But all right. Anyways, real quick before I go, I wanna just show. I went outside the other day, just for a quick smoke, and yeah, it was nice. And when I went out for my quick smoke, I saw a little caterpillar. I saw a caterpillar. Hi, little caterpillar. You're so pretty, caterpillar. I'm like, what kind of caterpillar is that? It was like orange and black and had little hairs. I'm like, oh, look at him, little munch. And he's eating on weeds. So I'm like, oh, that's nice. He's eating weeds. No one wants these weeds anyways. So it's not like he's hurting good plants. He's only eating bad plants or plants that no one wants there anyways. And there's plenty of them anyways. So they're not in danger. So I'm like, go for it, little worm. And then I wonder what they turn into. I wonder what this little caterpillar turns into. Turns out they turn into this thing right here. It's called a cinnabar moth. This is a cinnabar moth. And that's pretty cool. I'm like, that's a neat little moth. I like those. Yeah, it's a nice, pretty color. So I'm like, yay. So hang in there, guys. Hang in there. I know it's crazy, and I know we just got a bunch of bad news, and it looks pretty awful. But like, what else can we do? Like, we can't just lay down and die. We can't do that. There's too many people depending on us. I mean, yeah, like when I first made this, I don't know. It was like, yeah, look how big this is. Look how big this is. Look how big this is. But yeah, it's not about me. It's way bigger than just one person. It's way, way, way bigger than just like. So next week we're gonna have another hearing about how Donald Trump tried to overthrow the government. But I mean, at this point, everyone knows Donald Trump is a traitor. Everyone knows it. If you don't know it, it means you're probably with him and you're trying to overthrow the government. So there's that. The only thing that we don't have is the Department of Justice indicting and arresting the leaders of the coup. Instead, it seems like the coup leaders have used the failed coup to fundraise and make as much money as possible to try attempt the coup again. This time, they're using the money they made off of fundraising from the failed coup to launch political careers. And a number of them, a number of Proud Boys, have won nominations to run in the next election. So the coup leaders, the coup members, are gonna be inside the government pretty soon, which is pretty crazy. During the Civil War, Andrew Johnson, after they assassinated Lincoln, and then the guy who took power afterwards was named Andrew Johnson. And Andrew Johnson was very, very sympathetic to the South, and he let all the Confederates back into government. That's why we still have the problems we do today with Confederates, because Andrew Johnson let all the Confederates back into government. So the Justice Department hasn't arrested the leaders of the coup. So all the leaders of the coup use their money to get themselves elected into the government, so that they can pass laws and make their coup attempt legal. So they won't have to use violence next time. They'll just legally take it over. They'll just pass a law saying democracy is over according to our law, and that's it. They won't have to break any laws. They'll just write the law differently, and they can only do it because the Justice Department made sure that no one stopped them. The Justice Department has the monopoly on violence, on justifiable violence. That means I can't go to Donald Trump and execute him for treason. I can't do it. Another vigilante citizen can't go to Donald Trump and execute him for treason, because that's against our laws. That's illegitimate. Only the Justice Department has that authority to execute violence like that. Only the Justice Department. So we must wait for the Justice Department to act on these very, very, very obvious crimes. And if the Justice Department doesn't do anything, we can't take justice into our own hands. We have to wait. And if we're sitting here waiting and watching as the leaders, the coup leaders, who the Justice Department hasn't touched them yet, so they're like, oh, Justice Department hasn't touched me, I'm gonna raise money off my failed coup. Hey, it's working. I'm making money. Yeah! Overthrow the government. Yeah, give me money. Justice Department doing nothing. Okay, give me money. Yeah, fuck this government. Fuck the United States. Give me money. All right. Justice Department does nothing. Great. Now I'm going to get my people installed in the key positions of the government. Justice Department does nothing. It looks like the Justice Department is making sure that Americans who do not have any monopoly in violence, they can't do it. The Justice Department is stopping the Americans from attacking these lawbreakers who are using the failed coup attempt to make more money to try again to overthrow the government. Who's gonna stop them? Well, we would think the Justice Department. Well, the Justice Department isn't doing it. Well, who would do it? It's the Americans who would stop. Oh no, the Justice Department will stop the Americans. No, you do not have the authority. You do not have the authority to violence. Only the Justice Department does. And we, the Justice Department, haven't chosen to stop the coup plotters from overthrowing the government. We haven't used our violence yet. So sit tight. Do nothing. So sit tight. Let's do nothing. Let's watch the Justice Department. Because when November comes along, and if the Justice Department hasn't arrested any of the leaders, and November comes along, that's when all of the failed coup plants, they didn't succeed in the first coup, but now they run for office and get elected. That's when their coup succeeds. If the Justice Department doesn't arrest them before November, their coup will succeed. Like, remember the Justice Department under Billy Barr? It didn't do shit. It went after the enemies of fascists. That's what the Justice Department did under Billy Barr. So this Justice Department, well, I don't know. But I know under Billy Barr it went after the enemies of the fascists. I don't know. I'm just a little bit frustrated. I mean, I've known for a real long time Donald Trump is a traitor. For a real long time. And the damage he does just continues to grow every day. And to see him act with impunity drives me crazy. I mean, he's acting with impunity. Nothing stops him. No law can touch him. Nothing stops him. He doesn't even bother hiding his crimes anymore. Why? He just announces them. Nothing touches him. Well, you have until November, I guess. You have until November. Pogo Kiddo out. Peace.